Welcome in, everyone. I am so glad you're here. Today we've got a very special, highly secretive explainer to go through, so step close and listen carefully. We are going to examine a completely cold, unsolved mystery by looking at a real investigative file. I'll be your guide today, but I'm going to need you to act as my junior investigators. We have to look really closely at the clues and learn a little bit of new vocabulary to try and solve this case. Are you ready? Okay. Now please turn to slide 2.
All right, let's just dive right into this. Resting right before you is a very old, dusty, classified folder. It's labeled File 440V, the last journal of Leo Vance. You can clearly see a big red stamp right there that says Classified, Do Not Distribute. That means it is a total secret. And down at the bottom, there's a piece of paper clipped to the front. It's a warning label. Let's read that warning together. Please turn to slide 3.
The label warns us that the events described inside are totally unedited and have not been officially confirmed. And it leaves us with this really chilling quote, "Trust only the evidence." This is absolutely our #1 rule today as investigators. We just cannot let our imaginations run wild, right? We have to look at the hard facts. To understand this rule a bit better, please turn to slide 4.
Let's open up Leo Vance's notebook. These are what he called his rules of engagement. Look at the steps he drew out. He crosses out anonymous posts. He crosses out eyewitnesses because, well, people can lie. He even warns against photos and videos because we all know those can be faked. But he circles step number 5, physical evidence. Leo wrote, "If I can't touch it, measure it, or record it, it's just a ghost story." So let's learn 2 very important words from this list. Please turn to slide 5.
Our first word is rumors. Rumors. Rumors are stories or pieces of information with no clear, proven source, and they are very often untrue. For example, people might say they saw a flying saucer or maybe a monster in the lake, but they have absolutely no proof. In a real investigation, rumors are really just ghost stories that we have to completely ignore. Instead of rumors, we need something real. Please turn to slide 6. And that brings us to our second word, evidence. Evidence. Evidence is the physical proof that real detectives rely on. Evidence means physical things you can actually touch, measure, or record to prove that something really happened. A footprint, a broken branch, or a piece of metal, that is evidence. So let's look at the very first piece of physical evidence Leo found. Please turn to slide 7.
This whole mystery begins with an inheritance. Leo received this extremely heavy, rusted box. The lock was rusted completely shut. It literally had not been opened since 1985. Leo actually had to use a crowbar just to pry the thing open. Inside, he found his uncle's top-secret files. But far more importantly, he found a piece of real physical evidence, a strange, dark metal shard. Leo noted that it was cold to the touch, and it emitted this faint humming sound. Leo took this evidence right into the woods to investigate.
Take a look at this Polaroid photograph Leo took. The location is the Whispering Woods. The time is 2 a.m. It is dark, it is incredibly scary, and it is completely silent in these woods. Not even the insects are making a single sound. Look at that huge, deep footprint in the mud there. Look at those thick pine branches snapped right in half. In his journal, Leo wrote a really scary sentence. He wrote, "I am being hunted." To understand how Leo survived this terrifying moment, please turn to slide 9.
So how exactly did Leo know he was in danger? Well, he used 2 crucial skills, and these are our next vocabulary words, observation and inference. An observation is what you directly see, hear, or measure. Leo observed large tracks in the mud. He observed pine branches snapped exactly 8 feet off the ground. Now, an inference is what those clues suggest to you. It's the logical guess you make based on what you observed. Because he observed snapped branches so high up, Leo inferred that a creature much taller than a human had just walked there. And because of this, Leo inferred he needed to escape right away. Please turn to slide 10.
Leo did escape the woods, and his investigation led him straight out to the ocean. Look at his radar screen here. He is 140 meters underwater, near a remote island. The locals around there claim the rocks down at the bottom are just natural formations. But Leo makes a brilliant observation. Look closely at those bright green lines on the screen. The rocks have perfect right angles, and nature does not build in perfect right angles. Let's look a little closer at these ruins. Please turn to slide 11.
The underwater photographs Leo took are just incredible. He found ancient, completely mysterious stone structures sitting right on the ocean floor. And look at all the broken pieces scattered everywhere. Leo noted that these stones were not just slowly worn away by water over time. They were shattered by extreme force. Something wiped this place off the map instantly, and it definitely wasn't a normal earthquake. We need 2 new vocabulary words to describe this. Please turn to slide 12.
Our new words are aqueducts and debris. Aqueducts. Aqueducts are structures built in straight lines specifically to carry water. Leo found ancient aqueducts deep underwater. The second word is debris. Debris. Debris means the broken pieces left behind after immense destruction. Leo was looking at the shattered debris of a totally lost city. Now, this sudden massive destruction reminded Leo of his uncle. Please turn to slide 13.
Meet Uncle Arthur Vance. He was a pilot. Back in 1945, his plane, along with 4 other planes known together as Flight 19, vanished without a trace in the Bermuda Triangle. For years, the military told everyone it was just extreme weather. But the secret files inside Leo's rusted lockbox? They told a very different story. Leo actually found the military radar log. Please turn to slide 14.
Listen to the actual audio transcript from Uncle Arthur's final flight. At 1400 hours, they had absolutely no visual, only radar. At 1422 hours, the engines were cutting out. There was no engine sound at all, but somehow, impossibly, they were still flying. And then at 1424 hours, Uncle Arthur reported, "Strange lights in the water. They are coming up to meet us. They are so bright." Let's track exactly what happened here, second by second. Please turn to slide 15. Tracking the timeline of the flight, we can see that at 1415, there was total instrument failure. That is a very key phrase. Instrument failure means the tools the pilots use to actually fly the plane simply stop working. The compasses start spinning wildly out of control. The pilots literally don't know which way is up or down. Uncle Arthur wasn't taken down by a storm. He experienced total instrument failure, and then those strange lights appeared. Leo connected all these clues. Please turn to slide 16. Leo's pinboard brilliantly illustrates his mind at work. He took all the physical evidence we've seen, the giant tracks in the silent woods, the aqueduct debris in the ocean, the instrument failure from his uncle's flight, and he connected them all. He realized they all share the exact same mysterious energy signature. Look at the red string on that board. The red string leads directly to a farm out in the Midwest. Please turn to slide 17. Leo traveled to the Midwest and arrived at this farm right at 6 a.m. He found this bizarre crop circle cut perfectly into the wheat field. Now, Leo didn't care about rumors of flying saucers. He checked his compass, and his compass was spinning wildly. Total instrument failure, just like his Uncle Arthur experienced up in the sky. Leo knew something had to be buried in the exact center of this circle, so he started digging right into the center of the circle. Please turn to slide 18. Deep down in the dirt, Leo found this. A glowing metallic relic. The shape matched the perfect right angles of those underwater ruins perfectly. And remember the metal shard from his uncle's old lockbox? It actually started vibrating right inside Leo's pocket. The shard and the relic were humming and reacting directly to each other. Leo realized the relic wasn't buried by a person, it was dropped from the sky. And then, as Leo held that blinding relic, the lights returned. Please turn to slide 19. On the very last page of Leo's journal, the edges of the paper are completely burnt. The handwriting is frantic and messy. Leo writes that he is hiding out in a cabin. The relic is blindingly bright. Suddenly, the power cuts out. There is total silence outside. And then he writes, "There are strange lights at the window. They are so bright." His last words are, "If anyone finds this journal," and the pen just trails off. Please turn to slide 20. The authorities found this leather journal in a completely empty cabin. It was placed inside a plastic evidence bag. Leo Vance was never seen again. The police claim his disappearance is just a hoax, just a silly rumor. But you have seen the classified file. You have examined the physical evidence, the timelines, and the logs. Now for our final question. Please turn to slide 21. My junior investigators, you know the difference between a rumor and physical evidence. You understand observation and inference. You know exactly what debris, aqueducts, and instrument failure are. So look closely at the facts. Based on the evidence, what do you infer happened to Leo Vance? Think about it carefully, use your new vocabulary words, and discuss it with your class.
Thank you so much for joining me to investigate this incredible mystery today. Keep asking questions and always follow the evidence.